What is the speed of light? It is the fastest speed anything in the universe can travel. Light moves at about 300,000 kilometers every second. That is fast enough to circle the Earth more than 7 times in a single second. Nothing with mass can ever reach this speed. Not a spaceship, not a particle, not even the fastest objects we can imagine. But what if they could? In this video, we will explore what really happens when objects approach the speed of light, why physics begins to break down, and why speed can become far more dangerous than size. To understand this, we need to start small. Imagine a grain of sand. A grain of sand weighs almost nothing. You barely feel it in your hand. Normally, it poses no danger at all. But if that grain of sand were moving at the speed of light, it would no longer behave like sand. At extreme speeds, mass turns into energy. According to Einstein's famous equation, energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. That squared part is important. It means that as speed increases, energy rises dramatically. At near light speed, even a tiny object carries an enormous amount of energy, enough to rival nuclear weapons. The grain of sand would not hit the Earth like a projectile. It would release its energy instantly. The atmosphere in front of it would compress so violently that it would turn into plasma. A massive explosion would occur before the sand ever reached the ground. Speed alone would make it catastrophic. Now imagine something larger. A bullet. A bullet is small, metallic, and deadly at normal speeds. But its damage is local. It hits one target and stops. At the speed of light, the bullet would not slow down. It would not punch a hole. It would not even behave like a solid object. The air in front of it would compress faster than it could move away. Atoms would collide so violently that radiation would be released. The bullet's energy would spread outward as a massive shockwave. The result would be a blast far more powerful than the largest nuclear bomb ever built. Not because the bullet is big, but because it is fast. Now imagine something even larger. Human. A human body weighs maybe 70 kilos. At normal speeds, this mass is harmless. But near the speed of light, mass increases from the perspective of the outside universe. As you accelerate closer to light speed, time slows down for you. This is called time dilation. To an outside observer, your clock would tick slower and slower. From your perspective, the world ahead would compress into a narrow tunnel of light. Space itself would appear distorted, but you would never actually reach light speed. The energy required would be infinite. Before that could happen, your interaction with the air would become catastrophic. Air molecules would compress into a wall of plasma in front of you. Radiation would be released. The energy would be comparable to a particle accelerator firing continuously through the atmosphere. You would not experience the run. You would not survive the attempt. And yet, none of this violates physics. This is exactly why the universe has a speed limit. The speed of light is not just about light. It is about causality. It is about how information moves. It is about preventing reality from tearing itself apart. As objects accelerate, their energy increases. Time slows. Space contracts. Cause and effect begin to blur. At the speed of light, time stops entirely for light itself. From a photon's perspective, emission and absorption happen instantly. There is no passage of time. This is why nothing with mass can ever reach that speed. The closer you get, the more energy is required. Eventually, the energy needed becomes infinite. The universe enforces this limit strictly. Even our most powerful particle accelerators can only push particles to a tiny fraction below light speed. Never equal, never beyond. And this limit protects us. Without it, small objects could become planet killers. Everyday motion could become catastrophic. Reality would be unstable. Speed, not size, would determine destruction. The speed of light is not just fast. It is a boundary, a wall built into the fabric of space and time, and everything in the universe obeys it. So the next time you see light cross the sky in an instant, remember this. That speed is not something to reach. It is something that keeps the universe intact.